food loss and waste is a big challenge in our food systems, and we cannot have sustainable food systems when we are wasting a lot of the food that we produce that is meant for human consumption. In terms of fruits and vegetables, 40 to 50% of the produce goes to waste along the supply chain. The reason that food goes to waste is because the people that handle the food do not use the right post-harvest handling practices, and secondly, the level of value addition to the food as a way of utilizing food that is not sold in the fresh market is not being done. So the purpose of this course, one, is to create awareness about the good practices in handling produce as a way of reducing losses in the supply chain, but also we look at the technologies that can be used to extend the shelf life, especially for fruits and vegetables. Thirdly, we're going to look at processing as a way of extending the shelf life by transforming the perishable food into shelf-stable products.
I'm going to take you through the value addition of fruits with a case study of mangoes. Our fruits are sourced from farmers and transported to the University of Nairobi cold storage facilities. Next, the fruits are transported to the food processing hub. They are received, sorted, washed, and weighed before processing. In sorting, we select fruits based on the desired end product. For wet products, we pick well-ripened mangoes for pulping. Here we pulp the fruits using commercial pulpers. The pulp is then pasteurized and it's used to process jam, juice, yogurt, and wines. For dried products, we use farm-ripe mangoes to process mango chips or crisps. We also use well-ripened mangoes to process mango leathers, which is dried mango pulp. For juices, the pulp can be used to process ready-to-drink nectars, which are whole fruit juices. Here, you can formulate normal or standard juice or pulpy juice or nectar.
When you want to value add or to dry sukuma wiki, is a very simple process. You cut the sukuma wiki the way you just do cutting in your house, and then you first of all do what you call blanching. So once you have cut the sukuma wiki, you immerse the cut sukuma in boiling hot water for a minute. Usually in the blanching water, you can put in some salt as part of the way of fixing the color of the vegetables. So after you have blanched, you remove the blanched vegetables from the hot water and immediately immerse into cold water. And then you drain the water and then you spread them on the surface. To dry, we have two drying options. We have the dehydrate, which is a new innovation. Then we also have the tunnel dryer. After you have dried usually sukuma on a good sunny day, it takes 3 hours, it will be dry. Then you need to just check and ensure that the moisture content is right. After you have dried them, you don't want them to reabsorb moisture. So you ensure that you packet them in an airtight container.
Now the process of drying is pretty a simple process, and it begins with the reception of quality raw tomatoes. There is need for you to sort in terms of ripeness and even firmness. Then you have to take them through washing. Then the next step, slice into the required slices. The next step for the drying is for you to arrange them in the trays laminated with plastic nets. The next step is simply to take your tomatoes, and you can use either a solar dryer or you can use an oven dryer. You ensure that there is no mold growth when you store them or bacterial growth. Then the next step is to package. Ensure that you package into a packaging which is sealed, that will not allow in moisture. Then you can be sure that this tomato which is dried, it can stay for about a year.